Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to take a look at some great Steam Winter Sale game deals, and this is going to be something that, not all of you like. It is more expensive games. These are the games under $30, and let's cover a couple of things before we get into this video, because there's some important things to note. First of all, paying this kind of a price point on a video game, with the amount of options that are available these days, picking up older titles at a premium, I just don't think it's an amazing idea unless you really want to play said games. There's just so many games out there. Also, let it be known that if you do buy any of these games, I would recommend you play them ASAP, because the value of these games just lessen and lessen, because if you buy a game on this list, you keep it in the backlog for 6 months, it's probably going to be cheaper during the summer sale, so at that point, just don't even buy the game and wait for it to get cheaper. But, I'm a broken record. All these games are great. Like, all the games I've pulled out here, they are awesome games, and I would say from my vantage point, they're worth $30, but I'm in a very luxurious standpoint where, covering video games is a gig of mine, so, not everybody is in that position. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Granblue Fantasy Relink, 50% off for $29.99. Awesome discount on this game. And, Granblue Fantasy Relink came out early on in the year, so I feel like it was forgotten about when people talked about their favorite games of the year, but Relink was awesome. I thought this was a great action JRPG. Now, narratively, nothing to write home about there, given that, it was a little bit disjointed if you weren't a Granblue fan, dropping you right into the middle of everything, and you didn't really know what to think of it, but I thought it was a really, really stylish action JRPG. Had a great time with it, and for this price point of $30, I think it's a great deal. Again, I love me my JRPG, so obviously something like this is going to be a great pickup. Cyberpunk 2077 is 55% off for $27. The Ultimate Edition is on sale. It is $46.90. And by the way, the main deals we're covering in this video are under $30. We're not going under $20. That'll be a separate video. Probably should have mentioned that at the top, but you get the idea. 55% off for $27 for Cyberpunk, and the Ultimate Edition is $47 if you do want Phantom Liberty as well. The base game is really good. Post Cyberpunk 2.0, this game has been totally revitalized, and they've been doing a great job. Update 2.2 just dropped as well, adding some new stuff. Yeah, it's a great game. Love the setting. The sci-fi aesthetic is great, and the story is really good on top of that. Great title. At this point, I think it is received as one of the better RPGs that's available, and excited to see what they do in the sequel if it drops in my lifetime. But yeah, $27 on that. A pretty good deal there. Next up, we do have some Sony games to mention, so I know everybody loves Sony these days. Last of Us Part 1 is 50% off for $29.99. Legitimately one of the worst PC ports, I should say, of all time when it came out. Now it is actually really, really good. I actually started another playthrough of this a couple days ago. I'm just so depressed at the state of Naughty Dog that I was like, you know what? Let me experience a game that Naughty Dog did a killer job with. And Last of Us Part 1 was exactly that. Port aside, this is a tremendous, tremendous game, and start to finish, just an incredible story, an incredible journey to see the relationship between Joel and Ellie develop, and, it is a roller coaster of emotions. That ending is just chef's kiss as far as, executing an ending. The transition into the credits, my goodness, it was fantastic. They kind of piss it all away in Last of Us Part 2, and, it's kind of a shame to see Naughty Dog become absolutely washed, but it is what it is. I prefer to remember them from when they weren't washed, and Last of Us Part 1 was tremendous. $30 for that is great, so definitely check that out. Spider-Man Remastered is $30. Kind of insane that a game from 2018 is $30, but the PC version came out in August of 22. It has the DLC, it is the remastered version, and it is a fantastic game, and the PC version was absolutely phenomenal. $30 for Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, I think, is good. This is legitimately one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I've beaten this game I want to say like 6 times at this point. It is insane. Like, if I have just a moment where I'm just like, man, what game should I play? What should I start up? A lot of the times, I'll just go back to Spider-Man 2018. I love the game. Thought the story was great. The web swinging is so well done. And Spider-Man 2 is about to drop in January, so now would be a good time to play 2018. Awesome, awesome game. definitely worth it. Even though it's a pricier title, $30 for that is quite good. Resident Evil 4, the Gold Edition, is $30. This includes the Separate Ways DLC. You're taking one of the greatest video games of all time in Resident Evil 4. You're remaking it from the ground up. You get one of the greatest video games of all time again. And this is one of those remakes where I think the remake is way better than the original. And the original is tremendous, but this remake is outstanding. There's a reason it's got 102,000 reviews and 97% of those reviews are positive. This game is legitimately phenomenal and really probably should have won. I can't say that with Baldur's Gate 3 being so well received, but for me, RE4 was the 2023 game of the year. That's just from me not liking Baldur's Gate 3 and not being, you know, that amazed by that game, or it's just not being my cup of tea, and then also Alan Wake 2 not doing it for me. Resident Evil 4 was that game for me that I was just blown away by how good it was. Definitely do check that out. For the Gold Edition, $30, no-brainer there. No Man's Sky, 60% off for $24. This is one of those games that you pick up, and you know that you are just going to be getting, like, dividends on top of that because you know that Hello Games is going to be dropping big update after big update in perpetuity. They're not going to charge you for it either. You're just going to have an endless stream of content. While it's not my cup of tea from the style of game that it is, if you're remotely into survival exploration games, this is a phenomenal pickup. And $24 is a pretty great price point on that. Next up, Persona 5 Royal, from a game that's not my cup of tea in terms of the genre. Persona 5 Royal, obviously going to be right up my alley. P5R is fantastic, and it is a tremendous turn-based JRPG, a great cast of characters, awesome story, and the visuals are great as well, and a lot of content, of course, on top of that. You can get the Metaphor ReFantazio and Persona 5 bundle for $68. That's actually a tremendous bundle. Like, if you want to have your 2025 game lineup and the games you're playing set for about 3 months, get that bundle, because that's about how much gameplay you're going to get. 3 months might be a stretch. I mean, if you're gaming regularly, you could probably beat those 2 games in, like, the span of a month and a half, but, you know, depends on how much gaming you get in a day. But, yeah, if you want to get that bundle, go for it. Otherwise, $24 for P5R, great deal there. Everybody's raving about Sonic 3. Go check out Sonic Frontiers, 65% off for $21. I loved Sonic Frontiers. I thought this game was absolutely awesome. Is it perfect? No. There's certainly some areas in the gameplay that they could develop on, and hopefully if they do a Sonic Frontiers 2, which I believe they are, they will do well with that. I don't know if that's going to be a 2025 game. It's looking more likely to be a 26 title, but we'll see how all that turns out. Sonic Frontiers I thought was great. The exploration was awesome, and the soundtrack was tremendous. Like, why does this game have the Sonic games? Why do they have soundtracks this good? Like, why is it that Sonic soundtracks are just absolutely tremendous? I don't know. Nobody knows, but they are. So credit to Sonic and the Sega team for doing that with Frontiers once again. Next up, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Only if the Ratchet movie was as good as the Sonic movie, but Ratchet Rift Apart, 50% off for $29.99. Good deal here. It is a shorter game. You can complete it in, you know, around 12 hours, but I thought it was really well done. I like the addition of Rivet. I thought she added another layer to the Ratchet and Clank story, and a well-done game. Visually fantastic, and a great game. It's cool to see an IP as historic with PlayStation on PC for sure, but, you know, it would be nice to get Tools of Destruction, Crack in Time, the original titles all on PC. Maybe in my lifetime that'll happen. And then lastly, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the Legendary Edition, is down to $30. This includes the Season Pass and the Season Pass 2. Not all the DLC, since the Dragon Ball Daima DLC is coming out as well, but yeah, really good RPG and a good retelling of Dragon Ball, the entire Dragon Ball Z story, and you're getting a lot of DLC, the Trunks alternate timeline episode, some Dragon Ball Super content, you've got Bardock Alone Against Fate, 23rd World Tournament, and Season Pass 2 also has a DLC concluding the Z story that's actually really well done. At least one fight of it is really well done. Nevertheless, a good pickup here for sure for this price point, especially if you're a Dragon Ball fan. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals. These are all a little bit more on the pricey side, but good stuff all around. Links to everything in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.